Hello there, Denise Krebs here, hashtag DNA Detective. Today, I wanted to introduce you to something new that I'm going to be starting tomorrow, actually. So I am starting the coffee break. Of course, this is my llama. Don't pay any attention to the fact that it looks like Christmas because it's not Christmas. But it's my coffee cup that makes me laugh because it's a llama. And every day, I am going to be bringing a coffee break video, whether it's live or recorded video. And the topic is going to be an opportunity for you to learn something new. Now, some days you might see the topic and not be interested in it, and some days you might see the topic and think, oh, I don't know anything about it. Those are the best ones to show up for. So every day I'm going to try to do these for about 10 minutes. So I've got my timer going. If you see me looking down, I'm checking the time. And the whole reason this started is because the other day when our daughter went out and checked the mail, she brought this catalog in. Now, I don't know if you have ever seen this catalog. We got introduced to it, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and actually purchased a couple of the courses. That one was on photography because our daughter was just getting started with Instagram, and so we thought it'd be fun for her to learn how to take really cool pictures so she can post them on Instagram, and it wasn't just selfie world. The other course that we got was a astronomy class because the kids love looking at the stars, and so it gave us an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the stars. We bought another one on how to improve your brain health. And so I kind of got that one for me to use in my health coaching business to help people who want to improve their brain health. But when I got this in the mail the other day, I thought, you know what? I personally have access to a lot of really helpful information in a wellness perspective, and I am involved with a couple of local networking groups, and the folks that are in those networking groups with me have a lot of helpful tips also that I thought what would be fun is to invite some of these people that I'm in networking groups with, those who are willing to come on and do a Facebook Live with me or recorded video, and just give you some of their helpful tips. So I am putting together this series that is just a coffee break. So again, bring your coffee. It's virtual. Take a break in the afternoon. My goal is to do these every day at 2 o'clock. And as I said, some will be live and some will be recorded. So let me give you some tips on what those topics might be. And these are the ones that are already scheduled for the next 7 or 10 days worth. So you'll see kind of an idea of what's going on. So if I can remember, I got my little cheat sheet here. Monday, I'm going to be talking with a friend of mine who does promotional marketing. And she is going to be talking about tips and tricks to stay connected with your customers when circumstances may not allow for you to get out and meet with them personally one-on-one. Tuesday, I'm going to be talking with a friend of mine who owns a store that sells hemp products. And so she's going to be educating me a little bit and you about the endocannabinoid system that's in our body. Wednesday, tentatively, I've got scheduled a call with a friend of mine who is an osteopathic doctor. And he's going to be talking about our immune system and how we can, what is our immune system? How does it work in our bodies? And what are things that we can do to support and boost our immune system, no matter what season it is? We always want to boost that immune system. Thursday, I'm going to be chatting with a colleague and friend of mine who does business coaching. And I actually attended one of his workshops last fall, I think it was, and it was all about strategic planning for the next 90 days. So he's going to chat with me a little bit, and he's going to share with me maybe 3 or 4 tips on if you've got some downtime and circumstances are out of your control, these are some things that you can do to think ahead of what can I do, what can I plan for when the dust settles or the snow melts or the rains quit or whatever is going on, that allow you to be ready to hit the ground running when you get there. Friday, I'm going to be talking with, oh gosh, Friday's hopefully going to be a crazy day. A friend of mine who is a small business owner, micro business owner, and he is a coffee roaster. And so you'll love him. He's crazy and full of energy, not because he's on too much caffeine, that's just his personality that God gave him. But he's going to be talking about the history of coffee and a little bit about why you want organic coffee. Which really excites me because it falls right in line with one of my classes that I teach, which is Detox Your Life. I've also got scheduled my social media coach, who is going to be talking with me about some of the tips and tricks that she has. Matter of fact, I specifically asked her what happened to the share button on the Facebook post, because somebody that I was following on Facebook had something that I wanted to share onto my news feed, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I said, what happened to that? What else are we going to talk about? I've got a colleague that is in Canada, and she and I are going to be talking about the benefits of home-based business and why someone might choose to have a home-based business. What else we got going on? Oh, my friend Crazy Cat, she and I are going to talk about the joys of llama and zombie life. So she supports my llama world. Oh yeah, I've got a friend who is a home, how do I explain this? She is a personal coach that comes to your home. And sometimes she has situations where, again, depending on what's going on out in the world or weather, she can't always get to your home to work with you one-on-one on your session. So she's going to help me find some creative ways when you can't get out of your house to create your own creative home gym. So it should be really fun. Can we use the things that are in our home for resistance or body weight exercises that still keep us fit even when we can't get out of our house? And we'll talk to a friend who does some HR work with corporate America, and she's going to give us some tips and tricks on what you can do from an HR audit, maybe when the doors are closed for a period of time, or even when they're not closed, things you still need to kind of keep in mind. And another friend of mine is going to help me figure out how I can do an insurance audit on things that I have in my life, whether it's business insurance or whether it's personal insurance. So that should be really fun and exciting. What else? I think, oh yes, and one other person I've already got, we don't have a date scheduled, but she's lined up. She runs a thermography business. And so she and I have been chatting with thermography and how that tool can help us on our wellness journey and what it can tell us and what it can't tell us and why we might want to utilize this on our wellness journey. And then of course, I'm always going to throw in some helpful tips on DIYs with essential oils and the home life makeover, and with toxins and genetics and epigenetics and the lifestyle factors and detoxing and fasting. So that's kind of my world when I work with folks on their personalized wellness journey. We start all the way down at the genetic level and then work our way out. So we talk about genetics, we talk about epigenetics, which is the environment and lifestyle factors that influence the expression of your genes. We can know far more about our wellness journey than just where we are descendants from. While that's helpful, it's really not the core of what our genes have to share with us. And then we look at the environment of our cells, which gets into a cellular detox level, the practice of fasting and gut health. So that's kind of the scope of how I work with my clients. And not everybody needs everything, but we always try to start with genetics and work our way out. So with that, I think my 10 minutes are up, and I hope you'll join me 2 o'clock every day for your coffee break and participate in expanding your knowledge and learn something new. So with that, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. This is Denise Krebs signing off for today. Hashtag DNA Detective and the Code of You.